Hey there guys, and welcome back to UnJaded Jade. Okay, so I've planned literally nothing, which for me is a bit different in my videos, but I just wanted to film a very quick life update. I've been getting so many questions from people like, right, so are you going to uni now? Are you taking a gap year? Are you going traveling? Like, what are you doing? So I thought I would film a very quick overview of my plan. Yeah, I would like to do a more in-depth video about my gap year, but I thought I would just give you an idea. So yeah, I am not going to university this September. I could if I wanted to, but I'm not. So I actually applied through UCAS from the start as a deferred entry. So I was deferring knowing that I was taking a gap year. Some people take a gap year due to unforeseen circumstances on results day, such as not getting the grades they wanted. But I kind of knew from the get-go that I was taking this gap year. However, I did secure my place at the University of Bristol for 2019 entry. So this time next year in September, I will be starting university, like I've got my place, and that is for biological sciences. But yeah, this gap year, honestly, I'm such a gut feeling driven person, and I believe that if you follow your intuition, then you will always end up in the place you need to be. So for example, for sixth form, I had no idea what to do, whether to stay at my current like comprehensive state school or to move to a grammar school. I was just really like indecisive. I did end up moving to the grammar school, like I knew I could have stayed there, but there was this gut feeling that told me to move back to the comprehensive, and if I had stayed at the grammar, I almost certainly would not have started this YouTube channel, and that's really crazy to think now. And I was told by so many people that if I went back to a comprehensive, I wouldn't get grades as good as if I was at the grammar, and I got the grades I wanted. So like, yeah, when I got that gut feeling to move back, it worked out. So I do tend to follow my gut, and my gut feeling is that for whatever reason, I need to take this gap year. So I've got many exciting things planned, but in rough, okay, so September, start of September, I'm basically kind of a full-time YouTuber for a bit. I'm still keeping up a lot of voluntary work with disabled kids. So I've been volunteering with a charity called Sportsable for 3 years. I love them, adore them, love the work that they do, I love the kids, and I'm basically getting more involved now that I have more time. But yeah, I kind of have some other exciting projects kind of in the works and in my mind, which I'm gonna have the time to focus on, as well as being able to make content for you guys, which has been requested for a long time, but during my A-levels, when I just did not have the time because A-levels were the priority, I just didn't want to make those videos, I just didn't have time. So now I have time. So definitely let me know the videos that you want to see, because Jade has time. Saying that I have time, I still have got some crazy and exciting things planned. So I don't know if you've been following me for a while, but yeah, I have management in London who I adore. I'm with a relatively small management called 16th, and the people in 16th are like my friends. Like, I just love them to pieces. Even if I dropped and like left this management now, I would keep in touch with all the staff in this management. I love them. And obviously because they're based in London, I'm going for meetings and stuff quite a bit, and I've got meetings with like companies and basically just exciting things. And I'm going to a film premiere next week. I'm also visiting some of my friends' Freshers Weeks in September, and I've just got lots of little things that are exciting going on. Oh, I'm also going to the Aaaah yoga show, which, let me show you. Okay, back in, I think was it 2016? 2017. My mum and I basically won a competition to be on the front cover of this magazine, which is crazy, and I really love the show, so I'm going to that. And I think I'm also going to Plant-Based Live, which is a similar fest type thing. So yes. I'm also trying to get some work experience at this rainforest place kind of near me, not really, but like your gal can drive now because she passed the driving test. So I could drive myself there. But because I'm so interested in biology and conservation and rainforests and nature, I think it'd be really up my street to spend some time like volunteering / working there. And then, can you believe it? Rather spontaneously kind of, on the 27th of September, I am going interrailing. Here's my Interrail map. You may well have heard of it, but I actually won a competition called Discover EU. They basically gave away 15,000 free Interrail tickets to 18-year-olds across Europe. So you had to be 18, you couldn't be 17, you couldn't be older than 18, you had to be 18, and you had to begin travel within August or September. And initially I didn't win, I was waitlisted, but I did win, and because that obviously takes off a huge cost, I'm going interrailing. But guys, I am not just going interrailing, I am going solo, which is scary. I've never travelled alone, but I'm gonna do it. Again, gut feeling tells me that like, I've got to go alone because none of my friends can do it. And when I won this pass, I had 2 days to decide whether I wanted the pass or whether I didn't. And it was very easy for me to say no because I didn't have anyone to go with. But I decided, you know what? No, Jade, we're gonna do this. And I'm certain that I will become a lot more of an independent person through it. I'm sure I'll gain a lot of social skills, problem solving, etc. So through this map and through all the train routes and watching videos, I've been planning my route. I'm gonna tell you roughly, but please do leave your suggestions if you've done interrailing before. I'm going for about 2.5 to 3 weeks, so it will lead into October. I've been learning a lot of French in my free time, so obviously I have to go to France. Cliché, but I really want to go to Paris. I desperately want to go to Paris. And I'm thinking also Nice, because it's beautiful, the weather's lovely, beaches, chill vibe, yes. But if there's anywhere else in France you think I have to go to, please let me know. With my pass, I think it's 4 countries I can go to. I think there is a limit, and I can only travel on 7 specific days, so I can't just like go around loads of places. I have to like stay a little bit more in places, which is fine. Now Italy. This is where I'm going as well. I went to Italy when I was like 2 or 3 or something, but I really don't remember it, and it's somewhere I've always wanted to go. So I'm going to Italy. I really want to go to Rome, so that's where I'm going. And I've kind of been planning Venice, but after speaking to some friends, I've heard it's a bit more touristy, so I might just do like a night there, or maybe Verona or Florence instead, we'll see. And then I'm gonna go to Austria, I wanna go to Vienna, and then I'm also gonna spend some time in the Netherlands. I'm gonna go see my family in Holland who live in the north, but I'm also gonna go to Amsterdam because despite the fact I've been to Holland almost every year of my life, I have never really explored Amsterdam, so I'm going. Then in October we have that Aaaah yoga show I was talking about. In half term we're going on a family holiday just because it's the last one we're doing kind of together as a family. Then I'm thinking about moving to London actually, just for like a month and a half until I go on my main travels, kind of for like YouTube-y things, which will be really exciting. And the YouTube spaces are in London, so I'm really excited to make more use out of that. But yeah, if any of you live in London, you're renting a flat and you would like someone like me, hi, to live with you for a month and a half, I'll pay rent, it'll be great, independence, then DM me on Instagram. I'm really not expecting anything from that, by the way. And then December, I go on my bigger travels. So I'm going to Australia with my friend and we're flying into Sydney and we're basically doing a typical backpacker route. We are backpacking the east coast of Australia for just over 6 weeks, ending in Cairns, or Cairns, I think they say it in an Australian accent, Cairns. And I've always wanted to go to Australia. I think ever since I watched H2O Just Add Water, I've always felt like I want to go to Australia, so I'm going. I could even do like a meetup or something in Sydney, that would be very cool. And then after this, I'm a little bit unplanned yet, but I roughly know what I'm gonna do. Basically, I'm gonna travel Southeast Asia for about a month as well, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it straight after Australia or come back for another reason, but I'm not gonna say. And then I'm also looking for a long-term voluntary project, and I've got a few in mind, but I haven't booked any yet, just because I haven't found like the one yet. I really want to do something wildlife conservation based, kind of rainforest conservation, that kind of thing. Kind of somewhere in Asia. I've been looking at Malaysian Borneo as a place, but I'm very worried almost about voluntourism and going with a provider who you pay a load of money to and they take you to an orphanage and you think that you're making a difference and you have an amazing time. Oh, but are you actually making a difference, and are you just perpetuating like the rich company and not actually helping the locals, that kind of thing. So whichever company I go with, their ethics have to be in the right place, and I want to be making an actual difference while still being in like the group setting and still having like an amazing time and everything. So yeah, as I say, I've got a few in mind, but I just haven't booked them. But if any of you have been on a similar project, quite like a long-term thing, maybe 2 months, 3 months, and please do let me know, because I'm very intrigued. But yeah, I'm gonna book that in the next few weeks, so yes. But honestly, I'm so excited to travel. I've always been a saver, not much of a spender. Like when it comes to clothes, I don't really go clothes shopping a lot, like at all. And it's incredible that in my gap year, without me choosing to make my platform so, like my YouTube channel kind of is my part-time job and is going to be sort of the way that like I fund my travels. I was really looking into a lot of part-time jobs, and I think it's amazing when you have a gap year and you spend half of it working and half of it traveling, and that was my original plan. But I was thinking about it and I was like, why would I get a job where I could potentially earn very similar through YouTube, through like brand deals with brands that I genuinely would love to promote to you guys. Like, you guys and my platform have always been my priority. Like, I started this for you, not for money ever, and that will never be the highest thing for me, money. But when I'm promoting things like NCS, which I completely, you know, love and would promote anyway, things like that, and then the money helps me fund incredible things like traveling, which I've always wanted to do. I am so immensely grateful for just like this and like everything, and I'm so excited for my gap year, my gap year, as some people might say. And I'm sure you guys probably know, but I also just want to say, like, I do not take brand deals lightly. I decline far more than I accept. I'm not gonna promote something I hate. I'm not gonna show you something if it's not vegan or like disagrees with my ethics. So yeah, but yeah, I'm just excited, and I feel like this is like my year. Like, this is my year where I can just explore, I can breathe a bit, you know? I can like help, I can spend my time making videos to help you, which means so much to me. I love that. That's like why I started YouTube. I can travel, I can meet people, I can explore Australia and Southeast Asia, I can volunteer abroad and make a difference. I think you guys can tell like I'm in a great mood today. I'm just very excited to take you along on this journey. If you're here and you've never seen me before, like, wow, hello, hi, I'm Jade. Do subscribe if you feel like it. Oh, and also, hello, if you live in the UK, comment down below your ideal location for a meetup, because I've been thinking I'd love to do one in the north because I've only done one in London. So comment down below your ideal location. But yeah, I'm just super excited, and I've been asked to like write an article for a vegan magazine I love, and like doing all these cool like media things. Just so many incredible things. Sometimes I like pinch myself and I'm like, Jade, like what is this, like what is happening, you know? Anyway, I could ramble forever because I do like to chat, especially when I'm in a good mood. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for enjoying my rambles. This tea is now drinkable, so I think I'm gonna drink it. This one's a yogi tea, and the quote for today says, "Experience will give you the power and confidence to be you." I'm sorry, could there be a more relevant quote for my gap year. There are also other more personal reasons as to why I'm taking the gap year, but kind of things that I don't want to share. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. I appreciate this little relationship we have, you know, because when I meet you guys in person, it's just the most surreal, crazy thing. And I went to Bristol just for the last 2 days and stayed with my friend Charlotte. And even just while I was in Bristol, I think I met like seven of you while I was walking around, and you know, you just make eye contact with someone and you're like, wow, like, this is you. Like, I'm literally like speaking to you right now through a camera. Madness. Give this a like if you love a good chatty video, because I would love to do some more updates with you. I do love chatting. Have an unjaded, motivated, productive week. I hope you're getting productive for the start of school. It's a new academic year. It's a fresh slate. You can consciously choose to make this your year. So yeah, have a good one. Bye.